Good afternoon, Lindy. You have arrived.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Yes. Where did I stop, Handel? Oh, you were absent.
And they didn't give the recording actually.
Oh, yeah. So you have already learned the lesson that you missed. We have finished Unit 1.
No, I mean, I don't get any recording because they didn't.
Huh? Why not?
I have no idea. It's 31st January, right? And there's no recording. Only for 29 January.
Oh, or you may up to 29. You have already listened to the recorded lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The rest, I did. Some will be sent. 29th, 31st, 31st, 1st February. There is no class. There was no class. For 1 or 2 days. Yes. While waiting for the others, all we need to do is page 14, number 14. That is for writing task. I don't remember whether you were in the class on that day or not. Page 1 and 2, course book, Vinity, based on that reading test, were text 1A. Text 1A, I let the students highlight some words to apply the expressions in your writing. For vocabulary usage. I want you to do page 14. Page 14. 14, yes. Main writing task is there for this unit. Number 14. Page 14, number 14.
Okay.
Can you read while waiting for the others?
Okay. You have now learned a lot about ways of describing fire and are ready to write your own description of a fire of some kind using ideas from the text in this unit. You could describe a huge raging inferno, a local building in flames, or a fire in a domestic fireplace. The quality of the description, the ability to make the reader feel that they are witnessing it, is what matters. Plan your ideas and include phrases you would like to use. Be decide on the best sequence for your description. Think especially about how to start and how to end it. Write out your final version, then check it carefully before giving it in. Check not only for accuracy, but to make sure you have avoided repetition and used interesting language.
Yes. The main part is third line. Describe a huge raging inferno, a local building in flames, or a fire in a domestic fireplace. You could get some ideas from text 1A and also workbook page 1 and 2 about volcanic eruption in Chile for ideas. Based on these reading tests, you need to write about a huge raging inferno. Can you write?
I guess so.
Okay, you have to create. Wait. You have to create the event, the unforgettable event concerning fire, and in In your writing, you are supposed to put when, where, who were involved, how the fire started. You need to describe how big the fire was, what happened, the effects of that big fire, what happened after that, the effects of that big fire, and the effect and also consequences of that event. What were you doing at that time? How you felt? At last, yeah, of course, the consequences I have already mentioned. These are the key points that you need to consider. Use high vocabularies from the expressions from the text. Let's repeat it. Oh yeah. We are doing page 14, number 14, writing task for unit 1, the main important part. You are supposed to, number 14, are you opening? I cannot open the file.
Yes. Which portion?
Yeah, course book, number 14. This is writing assignment for unit 1. Describe a huge raging inferno, a local building in flames on a fire in a domestic fireplace. That is the main part of the question. Round about 150 to 200 words. Can you write 150 to 200 words? Okay, that's all for unit 1. I would like to move to unit 2. Unit 1, all I need to do is check homework. But you were not here in the previous class, so I could not check homework yet. But the exercises are important. One, the student who attended the previous class, I will check homework, right? So just wait a minute. I would like to start unit 2. Unit 2. I would like to cover the important points in this book, so I will go a bit quickly. So please go to unit 2, games and sports, course book. Text 2A. Text 2A. I want you to read the text. The Asian game of backgammon. So please read quickly to get general idea. Pay attention to the highlighted words. You must understand the meaning of these highlighted words. Looking at this one, this is writing assignment. Anything. 150 to 200 words.
Yes.
Okay. Unit 14, sorry, page 14, number 14. Read carefully. Now I'm going to start unit 2, games and sports. Read the Asian game of backgammon quickly. Try to understand the key words. And later I will let you present the summary. I want to know how much you understand this test. I will let you present the summary. I will let some students present the summary. It means you must be able to take the key points from the reading test. Okay. I will let you read now. So as there are only two, so I will let you read in 10, paragraph by paragraph. Minari, could you please start? The Asian game of backgammon.
The Asian game of backgammon, referred to by different names in different countries, such as tabli in Greece, shenliu in China, taktat-nart in Iran, and shashbash in Arabic countries. The game of backgammon is an ancient one, going back over 5,000 years to the Persian Empire, which is still played all over the world today.
Okay, go on your second paragraph.
There was a revival of the game in the 1970s when the first Backgammon World Championships were held in the Bahamas. Since the 1980s, video games have been gradually replaced all types of board games, especially for young people. Typically, it is the older generation which is seeing playing backgammon in open-air cafes around the Mediterranean. Mediterranean and in the Middle East, and nearly always men.
Okay, go on. Minari, go on. The game is immediately. Minari, are you with me? Okay, you continue. The game is immediately recognizable.
The game is immediately recognizable from the sound of dice being rolled against wood. The board is also designated as it is divided in two with 12 triangles placed in each half of a high box, usually made of lacquered wood in different colors or brown, in which the pieces can be stored.
Okay, next. Again, go on. Connection is not that good.
The aim of the game, which is designed for two players, is to move one piece across the board according to the number shown on the dice. It is normally played with 30 stones, 50 each, and black or white, and two dice, which are thrown simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Pieces removed once they reach home, and the winner is the person who, while at the same time managing to block the move or their opponent, get all their pieces home first. Some believe that this is probably a matter of luck. Others claim that one has to be skillful in tournaments. Professional competitors play very quickly, so experience, confidence, and expertise are an important factor in the many who wins.
Okay. Later, I will let you present the summary of this reading test 2A. First of all, I want to focus on the verbs. The verbs, passives in the in informative writing. In this writing, look at some verbs. Some verbs are passive form. Let's discuss passive forms. In the first paragraph, Jo, could you please tell me some passive verbs? Is there any passive verbs in the first paragraph? How about in the second paragraph?
Mm.
Second paragraph.
Was held.
Yes, was held. Okay.
Have gradually replaced.
No, that is not passive. Was heard is passive. Passive is verb plus verb 3, right?
Oh, yes.
Minady, what
Yes.
else can you see? Passive form.
In the first paragraph, the game is played, which is played all over the room.
Oh, yes. Correct. And the last sentence is still played. So is played. Is played, was held. Any other passive?
Is seen.
Is
Where?
which is seen play backgammon in open air.
Oh, yes. Anything else? It seems.
Being rolled in a third paragraph.
I don't see the
And then it is divided in two
divided.
ways.
Yeah. Being rolled, yeah. Sort of passive. Yeah. Any other?
Is designed.
Is designed.
Painted.
You mean the previous one? Yeah, this is participle. I won't take in account that. Can be stored.
Thrown simultaneously.
Ah, yes. Are thrown. Are removed.
Is played. Is normally played. With the distance.
Oh. Is normally played. Yeah, correct. So, my question is that why is passive used here? What is it about? What is this test about in general? What is this test about?
It's about a board game.
Yeah, it is about a game, right? So it is about an inanimate thing, not a living thing, right? So we would like to focus on the game. So it must be passive. So you are supposed to use passive form, right? That is one thing. Passive form. In general, passive form you have already learned verb plus verb 3. Verb plus verb 3, but there are different tense forms. But in general, verb plus verb 3. It is about the game, so you are supposed to use passive. And then the next point, go to key point, page number 18. Page number 18, key point. Parenthesis, that one. I have already discussed passive. And also this one. Minute, could you please read?
Yeah.
Page 18, Arkanjo. Read.
A parenthesis is a part of a sentence that could be left out because it is grammatically unnecessary and because the information contained within it is extra to the main point being made in the sentence. For example, in the first paragraph of text 2a, I've already been told that the game of backgammon has different names in different parts of the world, so the list between the dashes is just giving some examples, but not giving any new information.
Okay, go on reading.
You already know that a single dash shows when an extra thought is added to the end of the sentence, and that is the use of two commas creates a parenthesis, a piece which can be cut out. Now you have a choice of two other ways of creating the same effects. Whether you use commas, dashes, or brackets doesn't really matter, although brackets give the impression that the information contained between them is even less necessary than that contained between commas or dashes, because it seems visually to be more separate from the main idea of a sentence. More, by the way. Where a sentence needs more than one parenthesis, it's a good idea to use a mixture of different types. Don't forget that if you open a parenthesis, you need to make sure that you close it.
I have underlined the key points, and it is for extra information. You want to show that it is an extra information. If you if you set aside it, it is still okay. So when you want to make it short, especially in summary, you can omit the points between the dashes, because it is in general extra information or list of things are mentioned between two dashes. So sometimes the dash, that phrase is in the middle. You can put the extra information between two dashes, that way. Another one, at the end, only one dash, and you need to put full stop. There are two ways. So why do we use dashes? Visually, to be more separate from the main idea of the sentence, to show that it is an extra information, and to be more separate from the main idea of the sentence. Instead of dashes, sometimes you might encounter comma, two commas, or brackets. They have similar ideas. They all are called parentheses. The use is quite similar, but in some cases there are some differences. But in general, you must know in this reading text, you have learned dashes. So I will focus on dashes, this type of parentheses. Okay, please underline the key points to understand. If you read a lot, you will be confused. These are the key points. All right, so now I will go back to the main test. In the first paragraph, Sean, will you please tell me the one of the parentheses? Here.
Such a topic increase.
Right? So these are the different names in different countries. You are given some lists, a list of names and countries. So in this case, you can learn dashes. So it means if you want to make it short, it means that refer to by different names in different countries. The game of backgammon is an Asian one. That way, right? So to make it longer, You can put dashes and you can put extra information. To make it short, you can omit the extra information between two dashes. So in this first paragraph, a list of things can be put between two dashes. We could learn it in general. And look at another parenthesis, it is bracket. In which situation do we use bracket? Let's see. Going back over 5,000 years to the Persian Empire, you would like to put additional information. Then you can put it in the brackets, right? Let's go to the second part. Minadi, can you find any parenthesis?
How do you mean?
Another parenthesis.
Oh, in the third paragraph,
See?
usually made of lacquered wood in different colors of brown. That paragraph.
Oh, you have skipped second paragraph. So yes.
Ah.
In the second paragraph, no dashes, but some types of parentheses are included here. For example, I want to explain here. Second paragraph, third line.
Okay.
Yes, since the 1980s. 1980s mean 1981 to 1989, right? And video games have gradually replaced all types of board games. Let's move this. Here, comma. So it means video games have gradually replaced all types of board games, especially for young people. But it is not parenthesis, but it is just for, especially for young people. Yeah, I won't take in account this for parenthesis, but the last part, yeah. And nearly always men. This phrase is put between two brackets. It is a kind of parenthesis. You put extra information, additional information, and nearly always men. That way. So it means that you can omit this fact. So in the second paragraph, you could see the one parenthesis. It is between two brackets. And okay, third one. Tell me, third one.
That one usually made of lacquer wood in different
wood. Yes. Actually, in each half of a hinged box in which the pieces can be stored. That's all, right? And you want to describe it in detail. So you put, it is an extra information and you put it between dashes, usually made of blah, blah, blah. So you can put it that way. It is also a kind of parenthesis. How about next paragraph? Can you find?
50 each, black or white, and 2 dice. Dark line.
You mean normally play with 30 stones, you mean?
Yes.
30 stones, and you want to put extra information like 15 each, black or white. Yes, that is a sort of parenthesis. And Minady, next one. Can you find one more?
And The winner is the person who, while at the same time managing to block the move of their opponent.
Wait,
Last line.
the last paragraph? Or
No,
you are talking about the last paragraph.
no.
And in this paragraph, yeah, I want to focus on this. The first line, you see, the aim of the game, which is designed for two players. Yeah, this is a type of parenthesis. Because the aim of the game is to move one pieces across the board according to the numbers shown on the dice. It must be like that. So you want to give extra information and you put it between two commas. So recently I explained the three types of parentheses, one between two commas, one between two dashes, one within the two brackets. In this test, all are mentioned. This is one type of parenthesis, and another one is dashes. And the last part also, while at the same time managing to block the moves of their opponent. That is also extra information. And you could see two dashes, right? And the last part, Minady, any extra information?
Does the commas count? The commas are
Last paragraph. Are you talking about last paragraph?
yeah.
Where is it?
The third line. So no. Oh, no, there's no parenthesis in last paragraph.
Yeah, wait, I'm checking. Yes, no parenthesis. Okay. It is supposed to learn what parenthesis, and there are three types, right? I have already mentioned that. So I want you to summarize this game. You must present it in your own words. You can omit, you can set aside the unnecessary information, but make it understandable. I will give you about 1 or 2 minutes to prepare for your presentation. And I will choose some students for this reading test. Do it quickly. 1 or 2 minutes. About the Asian game of backgammon.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to present about this game. As you have already read, I want you to present on this game. And
Roughly.
don't read each and every word. I want you to present in your own words. I prefer your own words. And you have to take the points from the reading test. You can omit, the extra information because it is a summary. Just a summary, a short talk. Got it? Do you know what to do?
Yes, sir.
Just take only important points. When you read a test, you must be able to take the main ideas. Minari, can you start?
Oh, I'm not ready yet, Chen.
Fine. Okay, I want you to start now. I want you to read more text. Only when we have time, we can do it. Please do it now.
Okay. Shall I start?
I would like to talk about the Asian game of backgammon.
Okay. Today I'd like to talk about an Asian game of backgammon. Backgammon is an Asian game which is still played all over the world today. Very first backgammon was held in the 1970s, and nowadays young people has played video games instead of board games. So most of the young people don't know how to play this board game. The board game style is unique with the painted 12 triangles, and this game is that is down is provided in this game 15 for 2 players each. When all of your white or black pieces get home first, you win. So in this game, when you play very professionally, you need to have experience, confidence, and expertise to play this in a professional way.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. You are trying to use your own words as much as you can. Okay. How about John? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the object of the game is to move and 50 pieces around the board. And this backgammon game played by moving counter on a board. And the stone of the game be with to a goal, and the backgammon game, the movement of the counter and be controlled by the tools or 2 dice. That's all.
No, it's very short. All right. I will do text 2P. Text 2P. Here. Before I let you do it, I will let you read the theory first. Go to key point. Key point, this one. Defining relative clauses. You have learned it in global book. I will let you do it again as a revision. Key, could you please start reading defining relative clauses? Okay. Minute, read.
Defining relative clauses. When the clause containing who or which can be separated from the rest of the sentence, so that what remains would still make sense without it. We show this with a comma. It is called a non-defined relative clause. Sometimes, however, the who or which cannot be separated from what comes before, because it is part of the description, and if it were removed, what was left would not make sense. For example, in text 2b, it would not make sense to stay in the penultimate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Penultimate.
Penultimate sentence that the player is the winner, or in the last sentence that is a game, and it would take a long time. We call these non-removable descriptions defining relative clauses because they are part of the definition of the subject. For example, a teacher is someone who passes information to students.
Okay, these are the keywords for this point, for this key point. And you know, clause defining and non-defining clauses, who, which, that, and who or which only, that is not used for the non-defining, because you have to use comma. Because of comma, mostly we use who and which. It is called non-defining. In this case, the information is just an the information is just an extra, not very important. If you omit that phrase, or that phrase, it is still okay. It is still okay. It doesn't affect the meaning. So that kind of clause is called non-defining relative clause. In non-defining relative clause, you could see relative pronouns like who or which, and you could see comma. That is for non-defining relative clause. So if you learn non-defining, you need to learn defining relative clause too. Defining relative clause, no comma. You could not see the comma. And it is part of the definition of the subject. So it means that it is an important information because it is part of the definition of the subject. You can't omit it. You can't omit it. That is the point. Okay, you have learned defining and non-defining briefly, right? And just learn that non-defining, there is a comma. Now, let's do this test. I want you to read this test quickly. Be aware of the underlying phrases. The underlying phrases. They all are defining clauses. Why? We will discuss that. And for the sake of time, I want to go through this. So let's read quickly. Jung will start reading. The board is in the form.
So the board is in the form of a grid with 10 rows or 10 squares. Each player starts with a token on the side square, then number 1 square in the bottom left corner of the board, and takes turn to roll a single die to move the token by the number of squares. which are indicated by the die rule. Token
Wait.
should
Yeah, to move the token by the number of squares. Can I omit this phrase, which are indicated by the die rule? Can I omit it?
No.
No, because it is part of the meaning of that sentence. So you cannot omit it, and that is why you cannot see comma. This is defining. It is an important information. That is why you cannot put comma. Okay, go on. Don't go on. Tokens should follow.
and token should follow the fixed route which is marked
route.
on the game board, which is a track from the bottom to the top of the play area, passing one through every square. If
So here,
on com
every square full stop. Wait.
if
In this case, which
on
is marked on the game board. Let's discuss that. Can I omit that phrase? I will write like, tokens should follow the fixed route, which is a track from the bottom to the top of the playing area. For example, if I write like that, and I will omit which is a track from the bottom of the top of the playing area. I want to omit. Is it okay? Is it okay? Minadi, what do you think?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I can. I can omit it. It is not an important information. Oh, sorry. I'm talking about this. Wait, Minadi. Which is marked on the game board? Can I omit it? Please read carefully again.
Since you follow the fixed route.
Which is marked on the game board? Can I
no.
omit it? No.
No.
If I omit it, the meaning of that sentence will be affected. The meaning of that sentence will be affected. So it is defining clause. But how about next clause? Which is a track from the bottom to the top of the playing area. Minadi, can I omit that?
Yes, of
How
course.
about this one?
Yes.
I think I can, right? So it is an extra information and it doesn't affect the meaning of that sentence. As it is an extra information, you can put commas. This is called non-defining clause, right? Okay, Minadi, go on reading.
From where?
Yeah, continue.
If on a completion of a move, your token lands on the lower numbered end of a ladder, you should move your token up to the square at the top of the ladder. If you land at the top of a snake or a chute, you should move your token down to the snake's bottom square. If you rolled a 6, you could, after moving, immediately take another turn. If you roll 3 consecutive 6, you should return to the starting square and should not move again until rolling another 6. The player who is first to bring their token to the last square of the track is the winner. It is a game which
in this case, the player who is first to bring their token to the last square of the track, up to that. Can I omit this phrase and I will write like, the player is the winner? Is it meaningful, Minadi?
No.
No. Can I omit this phrase?
No, wait.
No. So how do we got this phrase? Defining or non-defining?
Defining.
Defining. That is why we don't put comma, right? It is an important information. Go on. It is
a game which consists purely of luck, and it could take a long time to get to square 100.
So another phrase. It is a game which consists purely of luck. So how about this sentence? Which consists purely of luck. Can I omit it?
No.
No. It is important, right? Because it is a game, so it doesn't make sense. Which consists purely of luck. So that is why there is no comma. Is it No comma means here, before which. Is it defining or not defining?
Is defining.
Defining. So can you distinguish defining and non-defining? In your writing, you need to show off your language skills by writing different sentence structure. You are supposed to use different complex sentences in your writing. And you must know how to use defining and non-defining clause, because the sentence with defining and non-defining clauses is called a complex sentence. So you are supposed to use a complex sentence. So you should know these rules. Okay, let's continue. Modal verbs. Modal verbs is quite easy and familiar with you. So I will continue this one. Components. Below, you could see the names in the picture. This text is interesting to read. Here, before you read, I want to say what I'm going to focus. 6A, trying to understand these words in the test, right? I will discuss the meaning of these texts. And then, yeah, the meanings of these words. I will focus on C and also B. B is easy, but I will do this. How to change noun forms. I will go quickly for B, and then I will go to C. Okay. For this text, I want to focus on these. Components. First of all, I want you to read this text quickly and try to understand the meanings of the words in 6A, right? The whole words. Focus on these words. Apply them in your writing as well as in speaking. Read quickly on your own first to get a general idea. Okay. I want to focus on the bold words. 6A. Yeah. Pilgrims. First paragraph. How do you and excuse me. Okay, now I don't know. How do you understand my pilgrims?
Just like travelers.
Religious travelers, you know?
Yes.
Buddhists. Most Buddhists want to go to Bodh Gaya, right? So they would like to travel to Bodh Gaya. That is pilgrims. Religious, they would like, pilgrims means like religious travelers. Religious travelers. Thousands of religious travelers. That is pilgrims. Meditation. Yeah, it is understandable. Meditation. Minari, how do you understand my meditation?
A way of making you relaxed and calm by sitting closing your arms and just focusing on your breathing and breathing out.
Yes, correct. And how about disciplined? Key, are you with me? After disciplined exercise. In this case, what is the meaning of disciplined? You should learn the whole words. How do you understand my disciplined? You know disciplines. So this is adjective, disciplined exercise.
Yes. Regulation.
Regulations, it is for now, right? So in this case, it means strict, S-T-I-C-T, strict. Strict exercise, that is called disciplined. And next one, inferior. Minadi, how do you understand my inferior?
Well, I'm not so sure, but I think they're warriors or something.
Yeah, normally nuns in the Himalayas are seen as inferior to monks. So they don't feel good for being nuns because they feel that monks are superiors.
Oh,
Monks are better than nuns. That way. So that is called inferior. Inferior means they feel that they are lower in rank.
so you mean they are underestimated?
Yes, that way.
Okay.
So are seen as inferior, lower in ranks to monks, right? How about dramatically, Sean? Dramatically, Yung.
Giác hàm tỏa bạo lực theo kiểu.
I think you learn, you check the word drama. That's what you were saying. Has grown dramatically, but in this case, it doesn't mean like that. Minadi, how do you understand my dramatically?
Maybe massive.
Massive. Immediately, the number of girls wanting to become nuns has grown dramatically. It means suddenly it has grown. The number of nuns has increased suddenly. Okay. So the point is that you must use these words in your writing, learn these words to improve your vocabulary skills. Okay, my focus is next part. Next part. P. Let's go to P first. As it is easy, I will go quickly. You can read with a partner.
With a partner, find the noun in the text which had been bought by adding a suffix to the verb or adjective. Easy demonstration and how many different kinds of noun any can you find, and look at the key point on the next page to help you.
Noun endings. So concerning that, go to page 23. Page 23. Noun endings. This one. Mindy, read noun endings quickly.
Noun endings. The main noun endings are once, ence, ence, ion, act, ion, act, ation, tion, ety, ness. Which one is adopted depends on the type of ending of the verb or adjective from which the noun is formed. The noun endings er and ee are for people depending on whether they are active or passive. For example, employer, employee, while ery is usually a place ending, for example, nannery, bakery.
Yeah. I have underlined, I have underlined the key points here. When you see these suffixes, you have already read up to ness, and they are nouns, right? In general, when you see the words and in these suffixes, they are nouns. And for people, er or ee, for active and passive, like employer, employee, and ery is for the place, like nunnery, bakery, like that, right? So let's go back to this text about components. Can you find some nouns that end in these suffixes? In the first paragraph, any nouns? Which one do you see? Hyun Kyung see. In the
Nannery.
first paragraph.
Oh, sorry, fast
And then demonstration.
demonstration.
And what else?
Conference.
Yeah, conference. It ends in CE, right? Minady, second paragraph.
Nannery,
Yes, nunnery. What else?
devotees,
Yeah, devotees. How do you understand my devotees? I don't. Devote. Guess what devote? Devote
debate.
means give.
Yeah, what's that mean?
Devote means give. But how about devotees? How are it? Devotees means a person who is very interested in something, like enthusiastic. That is called devotee. Followers, people who are interested in something, that is also called devotees, right? And what else?
Think of instructor.
Oh, the last one. Yes. How about next week? Next paragraph.
Holiness.
You mean third paragraph?
Yes. Holiness.
Where is it?
Like fourth line from the bottom, the third paragraph.
Oh, no. It comes from holy and holiness.
Religion.
Okay. Or
Yeah,
religion. Gion. Yes, religion. How about next?
Introduction.
Introduction.
The fourth line.
Yes. Any other? Okay. Jean, can you tell me next paragraph? Some nouns. For example, meditation.
Happiness,
Yes, happiness.
importance,
Importance.
emphasis.
Hmm?
Oh no. Also nunnery.
Nunnery, I
Trust.
already mentioned it, right? So I will underline. How about next paragraph? Normally, nuns in the Himalayas.
Attention.
Attention, yes, correct.
Monasteries.
Monasteries. TRY.
Gardens.
How about last paragraph?
Self-confidence.
Yes, self-confidence, a sense of self-confidence.
Education.
Education.
That's
Yes. Yes. Okay. So there are many nouns that end in different suffixes, right? Okay. The next one is there are some good expressions that you should learn. Beautiful English, very nice. While reading, you need to be aware of some expressions. And later I will let you do it. Tip for activity 6C. Let's go to 6C. There are many things to focus. 6C, phrases in apposition. I will do that. Later we will do exercise. You can read this one. Phrases in apposition.
Phrases in apposition. A phrase in apposition is one what is between two commas referred to the same as what came before. For example, my next door neighbor, as Susie Wong, is an excellent cook, and the neighbor and Susie Wong are the same person. As with the old place of comma, which cut out some extra word, you could remove the phrase in opposition and the sentence would still be completely incorrect.
Here. My next door neighbor. My next door neighbor. Susie Wong. The same, right? Next door neighbor and Susie Wong the same. But you want to put extra information and you put two commas here, but it is not like relative clause, just only a noun or noun phrase by putting commas between two commas. That is called phrase in apposition, right? Okay, so here number 7. I want you to do number 7A. As the task is quite long, I will do together with you. Mindy, could you please read the task first?
Okay.
Imagine that.
Imagine that you are the journalist who wrote the news report in text 2C, and your editor has asked you to reduce it to about half its length without losing any of the information.
Yes. So you, to make it simple, it means that you have to make it short, right? You have to make it short. Only the important information must be included in your writing, in your news report. So A, read on a copy of the text.
On a copy of the text, put a line through any repetition of the information. Put square brackets around any descriptive details which you do not consider necessary. Put a wavy line under any phrases which could be expressed in a shorter way.
So, repeated information must be omitted, and which you do not consider necessary. So it means unnecessary information. You can put brackets and put a waving line under any phrase which could be expressed in a short way. So basically, you must make it short. Let's do the first paragraph. Only the first paragraph. How can you make it short?
You have to omit the sentence between two commas.
Yes, of course. You have already learned that it is an extra information, right? So last week, up to in Nepal, can you find some expressions or phrases that can be omitted?
A Chinese martial art.
Yes, of course. You can omit this. What else?
Is that all?
I don't follow comma, brackets. According to the instruction, it says like put line, put square brackets, put a wavy line. So I don't follow that. Which phrases can be omitted? We will consider that, right? Thousands of pilgrims attending the second annual meeting. Okay, only this one will be omitted. How about second phrase? Would you like to read and try on your own first?
Yes.
So it is better to read quickly and which phrases can be omitted. All right. In the second paragraph, could you please tell me your opinion? Which words can be omitted? Which phrases can be omitted?
Hong Kong's actor and martial art instructor.
Are you talking about the second paragraph, right?
Yes. Last line.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, because Bruce Lee, it is finished, right? You don't need to mention this. Okay. Any other? Minady?
Yeah, that's all. Maybe we can just omit all or everything, like on the roof the nuns practice the same. The nun practice kung fu, then that's all. Stop. Would it be okay?
Where? I'm searching for the point.
And the second paragraph, I think.
Yeah, the second paragraph. Which line? Should second.
Each morning.
Yeah, I'm thinking that each morning hundreds of devotees walk clockwise. Is that the main information?
No.
No. In my opinion, you can, if you want to make it shorter, you can omit this information too. This information is not that important for this task.
Maybe we can change the sentence and like each morning the nuns practice the same kung fu fighting which was made blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yes, of course. To make it smoother and to make it sense, you can combine the sentences with some connectives. It is fine. Yes. How about third paragraph? Third paragraph. Yeah, tell me. Third one.
Who
What?
Who began teaching at the nunnery 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, Vietnamese master. You will put that. Oh, you will omit this part. Okay. Any other Minody?
Belonging to an 800-year-old sect. The first line.
Oh, wait, the nunnery. Which nunnery? I think belonging to an 800-year-old sect. That is an important information in my point of view.
Because it is between two commas.
Between two commas, yeah. Yeah, it is concerned with your opinion. If you think that belonging to an 800-year-old set is not that important, you can omit it. Okay, because it is between two commas. Another one? Do you need to put capital of Nepal? You have already mentioned like Kathmandu, right? So it is enough. It is the name of the city. So you can omit capital of Nepal. Anything else?
Drabka means Drabgong.
Ah, yeah. You could say like the Kalwan Darupa, you see, and you don't need to mention the meaning. Darupa means dragon, and it is not that important. Oh, wait.
So you mean the last line, the whole last line?
Wait a minute. The main religion of Bhutan is widely followed across. Yeah, you can omit this one too. The main religion of Bhutan. You can omit. And you can say like Pha is widely followed across the Himalayan countries. Okay, you can omit the underlined parts. Okay, how about next paragraph, Minadi?
Okay. I
We are talking about confluence, right? Look at the second line. He decided that, do you see? That's sentence.
yes, it's not necessary.
It is not necessary, right? In my point of view, we are talking about Nan, so you can omit this part. It is a necessary sentence. And what else?
What about he got the idea after seeing nuns?
I think that sentence is necessary because after seeing nuns in Vienna being taught Kung Fu, he got that idea.
Okay.
So it must be included. How about the next sentence? The nuns must practice up to 2 hours every day.
It's necessary?
Mm,
No.
yes. Yeah, it is necessary. You can put it. How about next paragraph?
The nunnery is modern and well equipped for worship and study. So
Mm. Built by blah 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 can be omitted.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about the sex puts emphasis on the importance of health? Is that necessary?
I think the step puts that sentence is not necessary. The nunnery is modern and well equipped for worship and study. It is enough. So up to this you can omit, and also this part is not that necessary. Okay, up to that we have finished, right? I will continue the rest later because time is up. I want to give you homework. Actually, I am supposed to start. I am supposed to check homework today, but those students are absent, so I couldn't check. But you can keep on doing homework, and when most students are here, I will check it. Workbook page 10. Workbook is good to practice. Page 10 and 11. Number 1, number 2. Wait. Okay. Page 10, number 1 and number 2. Please do homework. And I will also check the previous ones, next period. I will check page 7, 8, 9. I think 8 is finished or no, I'm not sure. But 9, 8, 9. I will do that. 9, don't do yet. Just trying to understand the sentences, the meaning of the sentences. That's all. Because
Do we have
it is complicated.
Do you have to do page 7 and 8 and 9?
7 is quite easy, and I have already done some. So yeah, if you haven't done yet, please do it. 7, 8. For 9, just try to understand the meaning of the sentences. Don't follow the instruction. It is complicated. I won't do. Only I will discuss the meaning. Page 10. That's all. That's for homework. And if you have time, read ahead. Just read ahead. to be able to understand. Page 24 and 25. Text 2D and 2E. 2D and 2E. Just like reading a story. Just read. That's all. Okay?
Okay.
Any question?
No.
No. And one writing task. Today is Friday, right? Today is Friday. So next week, Tuesday is the deadline. This writing is important. About fire.
Okay.
150 to 200 words, right?
So
For you.
deadline is Monday
No, Tuesday.
or Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.